Wow, folks. Wow.
We got the hat wobble.
Fucking hat hour has commenced, folks. It's
What
huge.
the hell is up?
Folks, welcome to Characters. Welcome to the best goddamn character show on this, or I'll say it, any side of the rectangles. This over here is Peter.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, fam.
Yeah, fam. Come on, clan. Come on, fucking character.
Come on, CW
Come on
fam.
out. Peter is here. We're so excited to have Peter as a co-host. You'll notice that I just didn't want people to look over and be like, wow, Justin got younger and hotter. What the hell happened? No, Justin is still old and less hot. It's his wife's birthday. So let's get F's in the chat for
F's in the chat. Rip.
Birthday. Horrible. What's up, Megan? Hey, children.
Did he say if it's a dinner? If it's did he tell you about the plans?
He did not tell me the plans, but I did look on his Instagram, and the stories are hilarious. It's like 13 stories, and 12 stories are like, this is my wife. I love my wife. She is awesome. Here's her picking apples. She is the mother of my children. She is the best. 13th one is a promo for our show this Friday. Hell yeah, Justin. Still thinking.
Just toss it in on the birthday wave. Just toss it in right there.
Hopping in on that birthday wave. Just ride it. Speaking of, folks, let's do a little bit of housekeeping to start up here. We do have a show this Friday, if you can believe it. It is coming up. That is in 48 hours. There's a live show coming. It's going to be huge. I don't have a link because I didn't give one to Jorge, which is probably why he's, I'm sure, scrambling right now trying to find one. Very sorry. But it's going to be a good one. It's spooky themed. Spooky.
Ooh, because of Halloween.
No.
Oh, okay, no.
It's kind of, we're thinking like, just the state of the world is kind of
okay. Horror, scary enough.
Yeah. Damn, dude, you have so much more hair on your arms than I do. Look at
Everyone, jump scare. I got a lot of hair and I guess skin coming with it.
No, stop doing that. Not good.
Yeah, look, I got hair. I feel like also someone said to me recently, for someone who's blonde, you have more hair than I should see, they said.
Wow. Who the hell was that? Was that your therapist?
Yeah, it was my therapist. It was the top of the session.
Yeah, right at the top. And they were like, all right, tell me about your bullshit problems. I guess.
I heard the TV on in the background and they were laughing. They were laughing hard. They were watching American Dad reruns. They were having a good time.
They were playing a social online casino at this time. Happening. That is crazy. But yeah, so we got a show on Friday. Spooky theme is going to be so much fun. Got 19 performers doing 1.5 bits. You can buy a ticket if you'd like. Wouldn't that be awesome? Or you can buy a live stream ticket and see it. The live stream is pretty good. Jorge, are you going to be there? He's not going to be there. He's not going to be there.
I am going to be there.
Oh, are you running
the tech,
Jorge?
I'm running the tech. Don't fuck me.
That's huge. That's huge.
Wow,
and this is going to be a particularly bad one for Jorge because I'm thinking because it's spooky, there's going to be 100 texts per.
Oh my God, of course.
There's gonna be so many. I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate all of you.
It's going to be really tough. Peter, how are you? What's new, buddy?
Oh, what's new? Freaking good. I just got back from Savannah, Georgia. I was in Savannah for a week.
Did you see the Savannah Bananas while you were there?
I did not, but I saw the stadium and I really wanted to go see them because they're so fun and awesome. But they tour. I know they're like, and they sell out. Like I think they went to like Fenway Park and sold out Fenway Park.
Wow.
Like, yeah,
that's crazy.
They're really popular.
Folks that don't know, the Savannah Bananas are like
like Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Yeah, they're like a goofy, klutzy baseball team that does shticks, which I think baseball has been pining for.
Oh my God. Because it's a ridiculous sport. The sport is so, it has like some of the most characters because half of it is just you're sitting around doing nothing. And so I think it really attracts like some weird like goofballs to the game.
Yes.
And they want to perform. Like umpires dance, pitchers will be in the middle of their windup and they'll start like break dancing. It's a lot of dancing.
I love that. There are certain elements of it that I actually was like, hey, that's maybe actually a good idea. They have a couple like actual rules and I'm like, this is cool. I don't know if you knew this, but one rule is if you hit a foul ball and somebody in the stands catches it, you're out. I think that's awesome. I love that.
That is fucking sick.
So it's like the fans, it adds an element of like, it's these two teams against each other, but also it's you guys versus us. Like
That is so crazy. I mean, the implications of like last out of the World Series foul ball to this. I mean,
it's
that
like,
is crazy.
so if it's like, you know, the ball's coming up and it's like your team's down and the guy to your left has the other team's colors on, you're going to tackle him, right? You're like,
Yeah.
no one's going to catch this fucking ball.
I love that rule.
Yeah, it's good. It's
It
violent.
makes it so interactive. That's so fun.
So what else have you been up to besides Savannah? What have you been getting in the fall spirit? You watching spooky movies?
Yes.
Pumpkin carving?
I'm eating pumpkin stuff. Kind of for the first season, I've never really been much of like a pumpkin flavor guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because I was like, I'm not gonna like, you know, cave to the season. But I got rid of that Scroogeness. I'm embracing it. It's delicious. I had a pumpkin latte. I was like, this is awesome.
That's nice. Where'd you get it at? Starbucks?
Where did I get it? I got it in Savannah at a little mom pop shop in Savannah. Supporting
that's the second, and let's just let the room know it's the second time he's mentioned Savannah.
So. Yeah, and it's gonna be a couple more times.
Stop the count.
So I got that, and then I'm also trying to watch horror movies. I saw Friday the 13th for the first time.
For the first time, wow! What'd you think?
I thought it was I liked it. I did think that it was different than I thought it was going to be. I think what I thought I was going to watch was the movie Halloween, and it wasn't Halloween.
Fair. That happened to me with the Labyrinth and Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah,
very confusing
and very, very different.
It's like by the time they were like giving milk to a root monster under the bed, I was like, when is David Bowie going to fuck this up? This is crazy. I was just having a conversation with somebody about horror movies where like the only genre that, and sorry, maybe unpopular, the only genre inside of horror that I'm like, I like but don't love is those like monster ones where it's like Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, the Scream Mask people. I don't like that as much as like, I just saw Barbarian 2 days ago. I don't know if you've seen that. Holy shit.
I loved that movie so much.
Yeah, really good, right?
Really good. The sketch comedians writing horror movies is a good match.
Yes,
it's a really good match.
I think that's great. And for those that don't know, Barbarian is a horror movie about what it would be like to get canceled. Very scary. Yeah, so spooky.
Everyone watch. It's got a lot. It's really like had beautiful like twists and turns. I was really like so charmed and wowed by that movie. I thought it was a real 5 out of 5.
Yes, and I think that you played into it too. You're talking about like comedies, like writers as writers of horror, because like there were parts where I was like laughing and also scared at the same time, and you're like, perfect.
And it ended right where it should.
Yep. I don't even know if that movie was 90 minutes long. That thing was, I was like, it's over. Okay, great.
When the movie ended, I was in the movie theater, and the first thing that I heard was someone went, "What the fuck?" And like that's the end of the movie.
That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. That's exactly.
If I want to end that movie. Oh, I'm really glad you said that because that was my favorite movie. I think that was honestly one of my favorite movies of the past like 5 years that I've seen. I mean, there's been a lot of great movies, but that just like charmed me. I was really like, oh,
yeah.
Was so
high praise.
Did you see? Was there another one you saw, or was Barbarian like kind of taking the cake?
I haven't seen another horror movie recently. We've already talked about I saw Beetlejuice, and I thought that was one of the worst 3 dog shit fucking.
There was a second where I was like, oh, he's gonna say best.
No, that was so bad. Really just fucking smearing poop on a television screen. I was like, this is so crazy. But I did see that probably the last horror movie I saw before that one was the Australian one with like the hand that you grab.
Oh yeah. Let
me in, or let me speak to you, or let me talk to you, or whatever. That movie rocked too. Awesome.
Okay, sure. I need to see that.
It's a good one, and it's also very funny. That's
really?
That's the key. Yeah, I think there's a lot of really funny moments in it, but it's like obviously like a horror, but
yeah.
It was good. Stevie says, "Talk to me." That's what it's called. Great. So that's it, folks. That's our fall roundup. We're all caught up on the spooky movies.
Everything.
Peter's, second day of the NBA season. Peter's rocking the hat. Just a fan of
Just
basketball in general.
just a fan of the organization, the NBA.
Yeah.
You know, I'm about the bureaucracy and like the institution of the National Basketball Association. So
yeah, you've been looking for just like a referee hat to wear because you really think that like the just rules and regulations are just super interesting.
Oh, I love them. If I could talk about that all night, I would.
But we can't, folks. We have to talk about great transition, by the way. Man, you are already just shaping yourself up to be 100 times more than Justin in a lot of ways. Great transition. Oh, actually, you're not allowed to drink anything. Part of our
this is alcohol. Is that okay?
Okay, better, but
Okay,
we're
cool.
actually we have a deal with powdered beverages. It's kind of this new future thing. It's dry liquids. So any dry liquid that you have, you can have. Folks, welcome to the show. We are so excited to have you here. We've got a short and sweet one. We are bringing you 3 characters tonight. One of them is me. One of them is Peter, and one of them is our very first guests. Yes, I am. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I'm ready to bring him out here. What do you think, Peter? Should we bring him out?
Let's bring him out.
Yeah, I'm pumped for this one. This first guest is we're just a few months removed from this. It gripped the nation. And you know what? Some stories are left unsaid, and it's time that we should hear them. So let's welcome our first guest. Please welcome to the Rectangles, an Olympic commentator. Muted.
And welcome back.
Good.
As a commentator for the gymnastics events of the 2024 Olympic Games, I, Peggy Lipinski, have had a busy year. So I am looking forward to my personal event happening in this bedroom tonight. Sex with my husband, Phil Johnson. Phil is a 46-year-old civil engineer, father of 2, and given his last name, man who I had believed would be better with his penis. However, much like the Olympic Games, sex with Phil tends to happen on a quarterly basis, once every 4 months, at his request, not mine. So the stakes are high tonight. There he is. He's mentally preparing for what's ahead. Now, many don't know this, but Phil pulled a back muscle while taking out the garbage last night. And that injury may impact his performance. Time will tell. Okay, Phil is off to a good start. He's chosen a playlist that I personally crafted called Beyonce's Sluttiest Songs. Smart start, strong start. Phil is currently 5th in my list of past lovers. He had been 6th until I learned that a former lover had used Viagra, which is a performance-enhancing drug. And that is disqualifying. He's heading into what's commonly referred to as second base. Oh, he is struggling with the bra. The nerves are strong tonight. This event is brought to you by our sponsor, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Now with longer battery and up to 2 more hours of video playback. Phil is now moving south towards my clitoris. The move is sloppy. And not the kind of sloppy that I like. We'll have to watch it in the playback. This event is being recorded on a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Now, Phil is a known cinephile. In his free time, he is watching the movies You can see the influence in his earlier suggestion with another man after he watched the movie Challengers. Excellent performance by Zendaya in that film. Now, at this point, Phil is asking, be honest with me, Peggy. Are you commentating all of this in your mind? And I told him no, which is a lie. The truth is, I have forgotten how to think like a normal person. He's asking again, saying now, Peggy, some of it is out loud.
Yeah.
And he's turning away, and it's confirmed he is crying. And that is unfortunate because there will be deductions for insecurity. Hang on, what's this? Phil has headed towards a heavy box in the closet. And wow, he's got it. And ooh, it looks like he's going for a vibrator that I had forgotten about. That right there is the Johnson signature move. And he's got it, and he's using it right there, right there, right there, and he sticks the landing. Well, a very satisfying finish from Phil Johnson. I know we're all looking forward to watching it in slow-mo playback on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6.
Yeah. Malika Ray, everyone.
Yes.
And he's using it, and I'm coming, and I can. Love it. Very, very fun. Super great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Very
Really good.
sweaty, very not great, but lying to you. Yeah.
I was wondering, I was like, did we take the shirt off because it's part of the character or the sweater, or did we take it off just because we're just like, I'm just hot right now?
Little column A.
There you go. There you go. Somebody in
The blazer was supposed to come off to reveal the negligee beneath.
There we go. There we go. Comment from Stevie, your voice is mesmerizing. Can I set my Siri to this? It is true. Very nice. Do you do any voiceover work?
No, but I have been told I sound like Siri, so I feel like there's a character coming one day, with the Siri, Siri.
Oh yeah. But using the things that people just say, like someone once said, like, your lawn like a tree to me, and I'm like, I'm doing a tree character. I'm gonna you gotta do it.
It's true. Right. I got a message on Instagram today from somebody that says, "Is this your cousin?" And before you even open the video, I'm gonna know, like, it's gonna make me mad what it is. I don't know if you guys can see. It's like some Amish fella. So you got to use what you got.
Looking fly.
It's looking good.
A lot like you.
Thank you so much. Very nice. It's never a good thing when somebody says that. Like, hey, you look like this guy, and it's like picture attached. I'm like, I'm not gonna click on that.
Yeah,
I just don't want to get my feelings hurt today.
Sure. Where are you coming at us from? Are you in the city?
I am in the city. I am on the Upper West Side. That's my whereabouts.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
And what are the fall vibes like up there? Are we in full swing?
Very fall-y out here.
Oh yeah,
a lot of trees, a lot of Central Park.
Nothing better than a Manhattan fall. It's really that. That's the ticket. That's that real picturesque fall. It's like Vermont, and then I think like Manhattan are the two like fall sort of big.
Good. A good thing you said that in that order, because if people in Vermont were asleep, they just woke up right now. And they're
bloodshot eyes.
Exactly. They're like, people in Vermont are so proud of their foliage. Huge foliage people up there.
Yeah, they are.
Please, right? I feel like they've got their
trees, they've got their guns, they have Bernie Sanders, and they are like, we're good.
Yeah. We're gonna defend these all.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have any fun fall plans in effect? Do you have? Let me ask you this. Let me take that back. Are you participating in Halloween?
Of course. I've been Storm from X-Men like most years of my life.
Oh, nice.
Hilarious. I love that so much.
Do you go all out with the costume?
All out with the costume.
That's great.
Got to really commit.
That's so funny because my partner, same thing, is that she goes as a mime every year to the point where her friends are like, "You have to stop with the mime. Like there are other costumes." That's so funny to hear that somebody else just does the same thing every year. I love that. You've perfected it, I'm sure.
I know someone who does a minion like probably like 8 years running. 8 years.
Find the personality. That's great. And I wanted to ask Malika and Peter. I want to ask both of you guys, because you do character comedy, is a little bit of the joy of Halloween missing? Is it like, oh, I'm just gonna dress up again?
Yes.
I think so, and I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe because it's not cold out. Like it definitely is the weirdest summer fall season. I don't know. That's my hypothesis for why.
That's yours. Yeah. And
Halloween.
Peter, for you, is it because you're like dressing up all year, right?
Yeah. And I feel like no one has ever do you feel this way?
Yes, I normally don't participate in Halloween because I'm like, I do so many costumes and shit all the time, and it's like I can't get into this. Or I'll just I'll wear a costume from a character I just did, and it's like, okay.
Look, some people are a blowjob fish once a year. Okay, but Eric has been blowjob fish many times this year.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Not quite enough. That's what the police are saying, because I'm one step ahead of them. They're not kidding me.
I'm very glad you asked that question though, because that is something that has been very on my mind. I feel like a Scrooge sometimes when I am like, I'm not like the biggest Halloween person.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I get out my play pretend bones and needs the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stevie says, many years ago, I was an apology video for Halloween. That's a good idea. Grab a ukulele, box yourself out, and you're good to go.
That's awesome.
Liga, do you have anything you want to plug or promote? You got anything coming up? Fun or exciting?
No, I've got my Insta, which is right there. And then I'm part of I formed a sketch team. We are called Super Thirst Trap. So
Super Thirst Trap. Love it.
Yes, that's the Insta as well. Super Thirst Trap. You can't not find us if you put those letters into Instagram and hit search.
Really interesting.
If
I Googled Super Thirst Trap right now, I would find your yes.
Sketch comedy is the first thing.
Google is a different animal. I would stick to the Instagram search to find just sketch comedy and not lots of pictures of abs. Probably.
Yes. Oh no, where would I even find them if I like a lot of them? Thank you so much for being here. You crushed it. Have a happy Halloween. Enjoy fall on the Upper West Side, and come on the show again anytime you want.
Yeah, I was supposed to do the live show actually on Friday, but then life stuff got in the way and I couldn't. So I'm hoping to do a characters live on the stage one day. But thank you guys so much.
We'll get you on the next one. Dope. All right, we'll see you around. Great job.
Bye.
See you. Great job.
Very fun.
Oh my God, incredible.
So do you have a Halloween costume planned this year?
Brother, no.
Brother, no. It's a weird. Oh, go ahead.
Well, someone suggested to me that I could be a sim, which is very like
good idea.
You just worry about the green and you put like a thing around your head.
And that's it. And then you can be like playing like going whoop woo.
Yeah, stuck in their pool.
Exactly. That's good.
So do you?
No, I do not. I'm probably gonna wear that Lorax costume, to be honest with you. There's a guy at my bar because I'm gonna be working. Well, here's the other thing: is that like because Halloween's on a Thursday, people are like doing 3 Halloweens this year. They're doing it this weekend, on Thursday, and then right after Halloween, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to convince. There's a dude that I work with who's 6'8", and I want to be the Lorax, and I'm trying to get him to dress up as one of the trees that I'm trying to protect and just wear a big wig and like.
Wait, did you say is he a customer or is he someone who you said you work with him?
I work with him. If he was
a customer, it'd be like, I got this great idea.
Yeah. Hey, and he's like, I'd like to close out, please.
Yeah.
Get away from me. So you don't have a costume planned, but maybe I like that.
I got a lot of fake blood. I got some clothes. I can figure something out. I was thinking about being Carrie from the movie Carrie.
That's a good idea.
But then I would be covered. Then I would need blood all around. I don't know. I'm trying to. It's also like usually cold, and so Well, actually,
Yes.
maybe it could be 80 degrees this
It might
October,
be
this
80
Halloween.
degrees. That's what Malika was talking about. Yeah, it could be hot as fuck.
So
I
we'll
don't
see.
know. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's the big issue. You don't want to be a chilly Billy out there.
No. Gotta be protected,
But folks, if you want to help ensure that we can head on to the closest Spirit Halloween and purchase the hell out of something that will break immediately, you can donate to our Venmo account. Tip those performers. Venmo us at Characters Welcome. That is on the business side. You got to switch over to the business side because we are a business, baby, and we are in the business of making you smile. Lulu Lame, who earlier accused us of hating God, now says Jim Carrey, which is actually a great idea, Peter.
That is a great idea.
Jim Carrey? That's very good.
Well, Lulu, we're going to talk. You got ideas. We're going to talk.
Yes.
That's
very funny. So you could do like, which Jim Carrey would you do though? Like maybe him in
probably like Eternal Sunshine, right?
Ooh, Eternal Sunshine, Jim Carrey.
Like the most like basic dressed Jim Carrey.
Just like a dude. That would be cool.
Just a guy.
I've seen on TikTok 2 people do Jim Carrey coming out of the rhino's ass already.
Oh yeah.
That could be.
But isn't he just naked?
Yes. Here's us. Ready?
Yeah.
Coming out, baby. Love that.
Bigger.
Jim Carrey's good. I think we got to keep this show rolling, Peter. What do you say?
I feel the same thing.
Great.
I feel the same exact thing. And everyone, this is where it's time for us to just do a little commercial break. Actually,
yeah,
we got to do a little commercial break. And so we just need to have like a word from some sponsors. So, you ready for that, Eric?
Yes, I think so.
Amazing. Well, everybody, please help welcome to the Rectangles a cereal commercial.
Hey.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass.
Let's face it, when you're a single father, raising a kid can be a little tough. There's soccer practices, dance recitals, not to mention the fact that your daughter clearly prefers spending time with your ex-wife Alice, and that's not going to fly around here. That's why every morning in my small sad condo, we start it right with a big bowl of Single Dad Needs a Win. Because Alice would never let crap like this in her house, and being the cool parent, well, that's all I have left. It has everything kids love, pretty much just sugar, and everything I love, a small edge over my wife when the custody hearings start. Alice is a better parent, but Daddy serves candy for breakfast. So let's see what my daughter remembers when the judge asks her who she wants to live with. Yesterday we played Princess, and she wanted me to be a horse. And I said, okay, am I your horse? And she said, no, you're King Christopher's horse. Christopher is the name of my ex-wife's new fiance. I said, I'd rather be a wild horse. And she said, you have to do what King Christopher says. He owns you. So I immediately pretended to buck him off my back, and I told her, uh-oh, he broke his imaginary neck. And I said she couldn't visit him in the royal hospital because he isn't technically hers or anyone's real family. Did not like that. Or when I said, guess that makes me the horse king, and my first law? Women can't remarry so fast. He called me a bad horse and a worse father, and I sent her to the imaginary gulag, and I don't know why I did that. So, yeah. Hopefully this cereal fixes all of that. You can also have it for dinner if you're too tired to microwave a hot dog. When mornings get hectic and Dad makes playtime about his issues again, I know I can always rely on Single Dad Needs a Win. The box even has fun activities to do on the back, like a maze that starts at Dad's house and ends all the way back at Dad's house. If you're like me, you want what's best for your little girl. As long as that's you. It has to be you. It has to be you. Because if you're like me, you saw that Chris got your kid a freaking scooter, even though you were going to get her a freaking scooter, you just freaking forgot to remember that. So if you're like me, you broke into your old house with a key you promised you threw away, went into the garage, stole the scooter, and threw it in a lake. And then if you're like me, you got a little too drunk on a couple double Bahama Mamas at a very disappointing Buffalo Wild Wings single mixer and felt So if you're like me, you went back to the lake and got the scooter out. But if you're like me, you cut your foot on a sharp rock because you didn't want to get your precious New Balances wet and you have medically soft feet. Like me, you head back to the garage. And there's Chris working on his microbrews. And he's like, what are you doing? And you're like, the Horse King answers to no man, bitch. And he's like, Jesus, Chris, you're Rick, your foot is bleeding. And you're like, that's cranberry sauce. And he's like, from where? And you're like, from fuck you, that's where. And if you're like me, you take a swing at him. But if you're like me, you're like 15 feet away from him, so you just fall and hit your head. And if you're like me, it makes you crap your pants so bad that you ruin your New Balances anyway. If you're like me, Chris picks you up by the waist, sits you down in a slop sink, and wipes you down like how you do a baby. And if you're like me, he takes you home and puts you to bed in your pile of blankets, because if you're like me, you bought a waterbed, but you never set it up, so now you've been sleeping on a pillow like a bad dog. Please say you're like me. I need you to be like me. Because if you're like me, your daughter's teacher sent her home with this picture that she drew. She wanted to know if everything was going okay at home. And you know what? I told her, I think Chris might be hitting her. So, yeah, I think things are going to be okay. Single dad needs a win. Part of a balanced breakfast when dad's not.
Eric Feurer! Eric Feurer.
Fear.
Oh my God. I love that piece so much.
Oh, so
Buffalo Wild Wings single mixer is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
This is just full of just sadnesses.
That must be so. I think that is probably, was this like an absolute joy to write then? Because I love nothing more than just like the saddest possible, thinking of the saddest possible thing.
What's fun about some pieces is like, you can kind of tell, and I know I'm sure you can tell, like sometimes you work on pieces and you're like, dude, this is a slog, but we're going to get through it. And other times you're like, this is a first draft and it just flowed out and felt good. This is like what you're seeing is basically the first draft that just like,
oh my God,
popped out and we're like, this is working and this is fun. And here we go.
That's like, you know, God spoke through Mozart and he created Requiem. You created the single dad, the single dad.
Yeah. Lulu Lane with a really good note here. Make it gay. That's good. Yeah, that's actually a good note. I should try to make him more gay, I think.
Yeah.
That's
sort of the answer right there.
Shortcliff says, when Peter said it would be an ad, I was wondering if it would be this or the bathroom plus. It's true. I have 2 commercials in the Eric Feurer cinematic commercial verse.
It's good to have it.
Good to have it.
As actors, we're often doing commercials too.
You book?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Yeah, no. So, but you know, it's more of like this is a manifest. I manifest when I make characters welcome. So
yeah,
we're just putting it out into the universe.
Yeah, you know? That's. I auditioned for something the other day it would be like an earwig thing where I would go into a restaurant and just be like a fucking horrible patron to people for a while and then be like, it was a gag, like it's for this commercial. And as I was auditioning for, I was like, dude, this is like, because I work in the service industry, I was like, I don't fucking do this. This is horrible.
So it would actually be like in the wild?
I think so. They sometimes those commercials a lot of times, let me also we can peek behind the curtain here, everyone. Oh, yeah. When you do those kinds of commercials, because I've done one before, they do a couple organic people, like if it's like man on the street, and then they do a couple, they call them ringers, people that know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then it's like whatever you get, like the best of both worlds. You get like, so normally the beginnings of those commercials where people are surprised are like,
yeah,
person, and then the second part of it where it's like, oh, they're saying just the right thing.
yeah. This coffee tastes great. It's like, yeah, that's gonna be a ringer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so interesting. I know. I mean, torturing, that's the thing with like the TikTok of it all too now. It's like there's so much like getting reactions type of stuff, and it's like you're filming actual people, like service workers responding to crazy horrible things that are happening to them, and it's just like, oh god,
feels so dated, and they need to make it good, right, Lulu? If only they made it good.
little update for 2024.
Yeah. Do you have any audition horror stories? You got anything? Hey, look at that.
There we go.
Welcome to the Barbaverse.
That was Barbie. That was Barbie right there. That's true. I went into a play audition and I sat to, I worked. I tried to get everything off book. I sit down, I get 2 lines in and I go, I'm sorry, I forgot the lines. Do you mind if I just start over? And they're all sort of like shocked. They're like, oh, okay, yeah. Start. They don't want me to feel bad. I start again, 2 lines in, and I go, I don't, it's not coming to me. And they're all like so uncomfortable because they feel I'm actually not freaking out that much because I'm like, fuck it. But they're all like, oh yeah, just take sides. Just take sides. And I'm sorry. It was weird. It was weird.
You booked it.
And they told me in the room, yes, booked.
That's something. Yeah. I like that you were like, you were cool about it. Because sometimes when the opposite happens and like, man, it's tough. Have you ever gone up on lines like on stage, like with a character or anything like that?
I think I have, yeah. And then you have to, and then you're like grasping and falling and trying to get it.
It really does. For folks that don't know, if you go up and like you can't immediately like re-anchor, it's literally like that shot in Jaws where it's like everyone's getting closer and also getting further away, and you're just like watching yourself. Bob.
It is
so funny because like these things could not be lower stakes. Like I would much rather at even a character's welcome show, if you went up on lines, you'd be like, hey, let's take this one from the top. What do you say?
People would cheer.
Yes, instead of like watching someone stand there, be like, and you're like, oh man, this
tough. It's tough. It's just fight or flight. It's just pure fight or flight.
Yeah, you're just like running on like adrenaline that you didn't know you had. It's so crazy. Our ancestors used that to survive, and we're using that to find out like, oh, is it that his blood is cranberry sauce, or is it that his blood is like we're using the same synapses.
We're using the gift of life to like think the stupidest shit. Oh my god.
Yeah. What else?
Love what we do.
Love what we do. Love what we do, folks. Speaking of, folks, I have crazy news for you. I know we're 40 minutes into this bad boy. We're down to our final character of the night. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? There's a lot of mixed emotions here. Happy for me because I have to run right after this.
You have somewhere to be.
Because I have somewhere to be. Sad because there's no more comedy after this, folks. Tuck away those guffaws and tickaloos. We are finished after this. You have to sit there and you got to turn on the Great British Baking Show and not enjoy it. You just got to watch it.
Don't laugh. Paul Hollywood will. You want to laugh at comedic master Paul Hollywood.
Comedic master Paul Hollywood. I saw one of the funniest tweets I've ever seen in my life that I still think about to this day was somebody tweeted, if Paul Hollywood didn't have those blue eyes, he would be managing a Staples.
No.
Funny, dude.
That is a direct hit. That is a direct hit. Oh my god. Managing a Staples.
Get him, dude. But yeah, we're down to our final character. I'm so excited to welcome him out. How about you, Peter?
I'm really fucking I'm really fucking excited to welcome him out.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge. The hat was forward, now it's backwards, now it's off, and soon it'll be back on. Holy shit. Here we go, folks. I'm excited for this person. Let's welcome out a Disney adult waiting for the bathroom. Yeah!
Excuse me, sir. Hi, yeah. This bathroom line is taking forever, right? I mean, I know the bathrooms at Disney World take forever, but this is ridiculous. Mickey, come over here. Mickey, come over here, please. This is an emergency. Please tell me, where's the next closest bathroom? Swiss Family Treehouse? Fudge, too far. Mickey, listen. I ate 11 Buzz Burgers at Toy Story Land. Now my butt is gonna blast off to infinity and beyond. Okay? Can you please move me to the front of the line? No. You can do that. You're Mickey Mouse. You run Disney World. But I have a fast pass. Well, it should work. Hey, honey. Yes, I know. Daddy's just gonna potty, and then we're gonna go meet Snow White. Okay? Okay. I love you. Mickey, come back. Excuse me, sir. Hi again. Hi. Do you have to go number 1 or number 2? It means pee or poop. Just answer. Just answer. Okay, number 1. Great. And how bad out of 10? 4. Okay. So number 1, 4. Great. I'm a number 2, 10. Okay. May I please cut in front of you? Like Splash Mountain, I gotta drop a log flume. Look, I'll give you any pin off my jacket, except this 1999 limited edition pin of Goofy from a Goofy movie, my favorite media and favorite character of all time. No one cares? This is a sacred relic. What, you want my fast pass? Fine, take it, sucker. Move! No, Winnie the Pooh, don't even look at me. You're the last person I can see right now. Excuse me. Hi, sir. Do you need to go number 1 or... I am not faking it. Oh my God. You people don't understand. We have 30 seconds before Cinderella's fireworks show goes off from my butthole, okay? Can I please cut in front of you? Speaking of going up on lines, oh, guess what? May I please cut in front of you? Hey, honey, yes. No, Daddy's just going to cut this guy in line and then we're going to use the bathroom, okay? Right? Because I'm friends with the ride operators, and it'd be a shame if you were part of a horrible accident. Remember, no wrongful deaths. So tell me, am I going to poop myself in front of my daughter today? Yeah, that's what I thought. Move! Oh my God, home stretch. Hey, you've been using the single-use bathroom at Adventureland Disney for 15 minutes, and I got Elsa in my bowels belting, let it go. Ooh, I can't hold it back anymore. Get out! Oh my. Goofy? It was you? Goofy, I'm sorry, Goofy. I love you. Goofy, I'm wearing your pin. Goofy, I'm wearing your shirt. Goofy, I'm shitting my pants. Oh gosh, I'm shitting, Goofy. Goofy, I'm shitting. Oh gosh. Can I get a picture?
Yeah, Peter Walsh, everyone. So funny. It is so effective. You like playing back here and then being like, the like hooded eyes are like so scary, and we're not gonna do that in front.
Gotta use them.
No,
gotta use the camera, folks.
So good. Inside of us are 2 wolves. One of them says that's what the teacups are for, and the other one says poop in the trash can.
Oh,
those are the two genders. Really good.
Look,
very fun.
Disney World is heavily guarded. You can't just go poop in a trash can.
You can't just poop in a trash can. It's guarded by they have got guns inside those costumes.
They all have a semi-automatic inside their
all
costumes.
Have a pistol and
there's a John Wick barracks around the inside of their head. They can just pick it up.
That's awesome. Oh, fuck. What was I going to ask you? Oh, you've got a lot of pins there, brother. What's that all about? Are you a little Disney head? You a little freak? You a little freaky boy?
Freaky boy. I bought these all for the part.
The lemon or the orange one is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a good one right there. I guess they're like lime. I guess lime and orange, like because it's like fruit themed, right?
Yes.
I'm
orange, watermelon, blueberry, and Goofy, who's the biggest
Goofy. So I got this. I got these for $7. These are $7.99 on Amazon. This is $7.25. So all these together are around $14. Well, actually, they're closer to $15.
Oh no. Yeah, there it is, folks.
And guess what? I have a Goofy hat that I bought for this. $25.
That you didn't even wear.
That I
Or
didn't
was that
even-
that hat?
that
Holy
I
shit.
didn't even wear.
Let me just call out one more. Like Lulu has been kind of sniping us with these comments tonight. Let me call out one more. Why is Justin's body wearing a twink head? That is fucking brutal. That's so
Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween.
All right, bye everybody. We'll see you on the holy shit.
Lulu with the snipe.
Yowzas. Let's bring in the
Wow.
best tech in the biz, Jorge. Jorge, are you a little Disney head? You're from Florida.
I'm from Florida, which means no, I'm not a Disney head.
No? Okay.
Nope.
All
Not
right.
a Disney head.
Fair enough. You've been to Disney World once or twice or dozens of times, yes?
I have been a handful of times, and then if you're like me, a resident of Orlando, like you're
you're
20
from
minutes away all the
Orlando.
time. You never go unless you know somebody who works there who can get you in. Like
Yeah,
I've never paid for a ticket, and I never will because
that's
I'm out of that tax bracket.
I mean, they're expensive. They're really expensive.
they're really
Really
expensive.
expensive.
You're spending thousands of dollars to go to a park where you can then experience another country for a block when you could just go to that country. Just something to think about.
You just go there. My partner is home now doing Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and that's another huge money sink because you get to do maybe 1 or 2 haunted houses unless you buy the fast pass, and then you can do maybe 3.
Ah, but it's so expensive. Ah, it's fucked up.
So fucking expensive.
So expensive.
We're on
So
you. We're
Well,
on you, Disney.
I also learned that there's a color they paint walls at Disney World that is a color that the human eye doesn't pick up as easily. It's basically like your mind will be like, I don't have to look over here because it's a color I'm not registering. And it's like a way to hide stuff.
What?
yeah, it's called Go Away Green, and it's why all of the scaffolding in NYC is green. It's that color.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the platforms, the scaffolding is not just floating wood in the air. There are
It's not.
actual metal bars that I know exactly what you're feeling right now, Eric, and there's actual metal bars, and I did not realize that either.
I don't like the world we live in. I don't like this earth. That's
Get
sad.
out.
Hey,
Get out.
it's
Look
a
at us.
hidden Mickey.
We're Mickeying. Folks, thank you. No,
Whoa.
now we're Mickeying. Folks, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you. This was Characters Welcome. Peter, thank you so much for stepping in and crushing it. I have
Thanks
some
for
tough
having me.
conversations to have with Justin after this.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
It's gonna be tough. You crushed it. Really appreciate you. Peter, do you have anything you want to plug or promote?
Yeah, so I'm in a couple shows this weekend. I'm going to be on a show at 2 at the Brooklyn Comedy Collective. I'm going to be doing a character set at Rupert, which is like a clown and variety show. That's going to be coming up on Saturday. Sunday, I'm opening for an improv team at the Brooklyn Comedy Collective, also at 8:30. And then I'm on Main Character Energy at the Second City on Monday at 7 o'clock. A lot of great, and these are some stacked sets with amazing people. So it's going to be great shows.
great.
So
Doing
people
so
come
many
on out.
shows. That's awesome, Peter. You got a full ass lineup. Go.
Just happened to be this weekend. It's crazy.
That's great.
Very excited.
Crush it.
This is really great. Hell
Thank
yeah,
you so
dude.
much for being here, man. Folks, remember that we have Characters Welcome in 2 goddamn days. Swing through. It should be a fun time. I'm wearing stilts and I'm scared about it. It should be tough. We'll see.
No one is safe from these snipes.
I know this one's really bad. Jorge's hair looks like a church hat. It's nasty, Lulu. Lulu, you nasty. Damn. All right.
What a kill count.
Good job. I have to run, not walk. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Get out of here.
everybody.
Yes,
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.